Hello everyone, my name is Misin, and today I'll be playing Fortnite 100 times while dropping Happy Hamlet. Yep, I'll be dropping Happy Hamlet 100 times with the end goal at improving in the game and progressing in my Fortnite skill. Happy Hamlet is a location that I never really landed at, so I thought I should drop it 100 times to learn it and make good content out of it. Throughout this video, you will see ups and downs when I was motivated to play the game versus when I wasn't motivated to play the game. But that's okay because it's all gonna help me progress my Fortnite skill. Well, enough of the app. I think you just want to see game number 1. So here we are, the first game that will lead to 100. And you can see I haven't even discovered Happy Hamlet yet, so this is my first drop on the OG season essentially. I've said it in the intro, I don't really know this location all this well, so throughout this 100 drops you'll see me learn this location like I've never played it before. Like at the time, I didn't even know which house was the best to land at. Seriously. Well, at least one thing I know is where the quad crashers are. And you are now witnessing my first kill of the entire 100 drop series, and it's on this Zoe skin that was just very unsuspecting of her coming out of a box. The entire time he just stood in his box and other people took notice of the fight. Doesn't lead anywhere, and I just accidentally killed a bot and he had a gold pump. Ran into a monkey that tried to challenge me to a build battle and he got the first shot off me. He wasn't even the one to kill me though, some other person killed me and sniped me. Don't worry though, game 2 is significantly better. If you're wondering what happened to the last guy just showed me fighting, he ran away and hid in the house the entire time. I'm not going to show boring footage. Sometimes hiding in boxes like this is just not the answer. More fighting commenced! If I have to remind you, this is done in Season 7, so planes are back and I'm getting Iran right now. I would have shot the guy there, but my shotgun didn't fire. And I was somehow able to beat a man with a Chinese symbol in his name. Went to a desert hill and just started sniping, and now another person's over here. He was not that smart. I was easily able to kill him after a while. I was able to snipe a man on top of the hill, probably looking down on the other guy. Knowing my history with Game 2s and 100 drops, I thought this game was just going to be a for sure win. How wrong I was. And Game 3, and I die because my attack does no fucking damage. Game 4, I was killed by Sticky Stuff. I don't want to know what that name means. Just bombing the neighbors Game 5. Later on, I was able to get into a plane for once. However, I lost my license several years ago and forgot how to fly. They stroked down my plane, and I had to safely ejaculate. I know one of you in the comments is going to make a joke about that. Don't do it. I dare you. Don't do it. Decided to be a really big pest and just kept bombing the guy until he just ran out of materials. With a very clever rocket placement, I was able to kill her. Man, for some reason, the suppressed scar doesn't feel like how it used to. Like, this thing used to be decent back then, now it's just awful in my opinion. Like Linkin Park said, in the end, nothing ever matters because I got killed by a TTV kid. Game 6 is finally to talk a little bit of strategy. Located in the south right corner is this house, and this house is my favorite house to land at. If you follow this looting pattern, you're guaranteed to get at least 3 weapons and a decent amount of heals ready for you to fight. It's actually an amazing looting path. Went back to my roots and started bombing the place to get into this guy's box, and I was eventually able to hit for 100, and then, well, eventually I just kill him. When I played Fortnite OG, I forgot how strong explosives were in OG mode, man. Anyway, enough of my yapping, back to bombing. I used to be so goated with the hand cannon, I don't know what happened to me, I think I'm just washed. Shooting into builds when a fight is going on is very helpful. I'm gonna be honest, this guy has one of the worst reaction times I've ever fucking seen. And that guy just destroyed a tree, so I know he's in there still. The dude I killed had a gold heavy sniper, so if you're wondering where that came from, that's why. But this guy has high ground, and I'm gonna try and kirk him. But in the end, I didn't have to, because he died of Ligma. This one felt good, getting a win early on is amazing. Well, nobody came along to Happy until later on where I found this guy in this box here. I was able to kill the lucky woman. Her name was Server Smasher. Not before long, a Raven skin came to kill me. He resorted to the hide in a building tactic. I was able to make my way towards Shifty where I was able to get top 10. Then I went out to go get my prescriptions and I got shot at by another person. And now, because of those prescriptions, I was able to go trigger Happy with my brain malfunctioning essentially. In the end, I didn't have to kill him. He broke both of his femurs. Now 3 of us left. I was fairly certain I was gonna win this one because everyone's hiding. I love the OG heavy so much, but I suck ass with it. Alright, one guy down below me to my northwest, and one guy to my south. Let's see how this goes. I was able to get that other guy's shield off, but, you know, because I'm gliding, they all focus me. No mats, low health, I'm pretty much cooked from the get-go. Game 8 is fairly boring, so enjoy my death. Almost actually died to a bot game 9, that would have been embarrassing. This man found me under the bridge, and I was able to hit him with a return to sender. Lucky landing wasn't so lucky, not because I dropped here and got a salute, but because I have to fight this person. I was able to kill the woman with her last name being a carpenter, not really her being a carpenter, more of her being a famous musician singer that makes a lot of breakup songs. Not pairing all these builds down with my scars, so I'm just gonna shoot it down with my turrets. How useful. Yeah, I don't really use the turret to actually shoot people. I morally just use it to chew through builds, and I think you should do the same. It's just not the best when your opponent actually has some sort of cognitive thinking. This guy's playing puss and just hiding up there, not coming down to fight me, even though I'm literally on 80 HP and he should know that. I don't know if he has a huge eco and just wanted me to die to Storm or anything like that, but it came back to bite him in the ass. What goes up must come down, and he was able to backshot me, but died to Storm and I won. If he would have went for me earlier, he would have killed me. That's a fact. Man, if this guy actually had decent reaction time, I would have been dead here. I missed way too many shots. Tried to get some more turret gameplay, but I got Charlie Kirk. Happy Hamlet was a cold drop, and I found this one guy, which isn't rare. Boring fight, but I was able to hit 2 big piece of pumps to kill him. I was rotating in a circle, and I found this one guy in the zipline. Eventually, I ran up there to try and kill him, and I did successfully do it. You'll see in just a second. We played Ring Around the Rosie with each other until the storm came, and I was eventually able to come out victorious, though I lived on a sliver of health. Well, later on, I'm in the final circle with 6 people left. I don't know why, but I had a brain malfunction and couldn't mandate that maybe I should place a stair. He wasn't gonna let me sleep that easily, he just took a massive amount of health off me. Other guys got zoned, and I'm trying to rush toward it. Found a chug jug later on in this box, and I was gonna chug my way to full health. Unfortunately, none of that mattered. The 10-tick storm got me and consumed me. Literally only one bot in the entirety of Happy Hamlet, and we're in top 23. And this was around the time that the zombies got added back into Season 7. Unfortunately, I did start this recording of Happy Hamlet 100 drops around the tail end of this update, so you're not going to see too much of this. But these zombies were typically amazing. They dropped so much good loot. That's a purple pump right there. Of course, you get legendaries from destroying the shards, but, I mean, you don't really need to, but it's highly recommended. Also, the nice thing about the shards is that they are fixed locations. They don't spawn randomly throughout the map. They are fixed, so you can pretty much form a strategy around your drop spot. I don't know why I'm giving advice. I'm acting like these things are still in the game. Kinda glad they are gone, kinda glad they're not gone, if that makes sense. I really did like the legendary loot and everything like that. This is the reason why I died. Did you catch it? I am hitting for low damage with my shotgun. Yes, I did kill him, however, he made sure to kill me to get the last laugh. Come and get your love. Unfortunately, I didn't sing loud enough. That's probably why I died. 2 bot kills and Happy Hamlet empty. I'm leaving early. I'm pretty sure this is a real player. He had the Galaxy skin on, so I'm assuming it is. I'm telling you, for some reason, I'm either King Von or I'm Princess Ass whenever I'm using a fucking sniper. Well, it's time for a 1 versus 1. How do I do? He was able to get the first damage on me, and I didn't react in time, almost. I had a lot of shields, so I was able to shield up pretty easily, and I almost got him there. I'm pretty much holding low ground right now, and I'm able just to chip away small damage at him right now. He rifted, and I was going to try and shoot him out the sky, but for some reason, my aim's just ass. And his biggest mistake was slipping down toward me and not building, and I was able to kill him. At least the end game was pretty action-packed. Shooting the crystal when my visualized sound effects went off and I heard someone near me. Went back and killed the crystal. It's a very reliable strategy, or was one at least. I love the gold AK, even though sometimes I do suck with it because I do shit like this and it's amazing with it, man. Started doing a little bit of third partying, it's my thing. I don't last much longer. I went to go pressure this guy, and this guy took the absolute ability to weaken my wall and basically kill me from back. This is the only thing interesting in game 17. So boring. Literally so boring. Went back to bombing the neighbors. This is pretty much your average Tuesday in Parkway Garden Homes. This guy's brain shot off, or he just has the awareness of a houseplant, so I was easily able to kill him. And now a big-ass fight is happening near the edge of circle. I'm pretty sure this is the 4th person at third party, but I was able to kill her. I swear, this fighting never ends, bro. It just like, bro. So unlucky for this guy, I was able to hit him with a 200. Then I was running around and spotted this guy trying to snipe somebody, and I punished him for standing still. Immediately pressured him. This guy wasn't good. Alright, top 3, and I'm bombing everybody again, because I'm annoying. And then the second I turn away from the other guy snipes me. Looting this house, and I found a legendary Kirkinator. But I couldn't Kirk as good as the other Kirkinator that killed the Kirk. It's game 20. We're a fifth of the way done. You're a fifth of the way done watching the video, and we're a fifth of the way through me editing this and going through pain and suffering. And soon I don't have to hear this stupid freaking pickaxe. Generally, the worst decision I made in this entire 100 drops was equipping this marshmallow pickaxe. And I was able to kill this Nogops that was standing still. Fun fact, Nogops was actually originally going to go in the thumbnail for this video. I just thought Mirror Marauder would be a little cooler than Nogops. Everyone's already seen Nogops. And it's way easier to draw Mirror Marauder's face than Nogops' face. I don't know, I suck at drawing faces.
21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21.
You know, I would keep doing that, but it's not game 21 anymore, so it doesn't make sense. You're not a true builder if you haven't experienced this at least once. If I read this right, that says negative 392. Either that guy's hacking, or Evan did not pay attention to anything. Went to the club and drank as much as Ulysses S. Grant. Beep, boop, bop, beep, beep, boop, bop. Setting up a turret like this in the open is not the best plan, dude. Final circle, and I just stood up in my bird box just scouting where everybody is so I can plan my rotate. I kind of tried to take a more of a competitive mindset while making this video and recording it, if you know what I mean. I mean, next 100 drops for sure, I'm gonna try and be way more competitive and way more aggressive and everything like that. Don't ask me when it is, I don't know, I haven't even started it yet. And I don't even know where to drop at yet. Not important, do you want to see me die? The joke was that I actually won the game and didn't die. If you watch that entire game, you actually have an amazing attention span, and I applaud you if you did. This guy had absolutely no clue what I was doing to him. I really should have just boxed him there, but I didn't. I know there's a person here, but just where? I found him, and I really should have fucking killed this guy. This time, it's not the game's fault, it's entirely my own fault. Because once he heard the fight was over, he pretty much sniped me and then deleted me before I had any chance to react. Incredibly boring game 28. I mean, the only thing that was cool about this game was you got to see the place that Noah made his outro in. It sucks he doesn't upload anymore. I wish he did. Fortnite's kinda good now. I mean, with the permanent OG mode that I'm playing, you'd think that he would come back. But to each their own. I mean, I'm not gonna tell him if he should upload or not. Also, I know I am wearing the same skin, but I did not know that. I forgot about it, so we're using the same skin again. I love the heavy, but you saw me pick up the Scar because I wanted to give the Scar a run for its money this time, just to switch things up a little bit. I mean, I didn't even get to test it. I got cooked because I thought a guy was over there, not under there. Only showing this bot kill because I wanted to do a challenge, and that's pretty much one of the only interesting things about Game 30. Yeah, sometimes I do quests while recording 100 drops, but it really depends on how I'm feeling. My internet blinked out this game. You can see that the remnants of the Paradise Palms 100 drops are still here. In a way. It's like a ghost that just remains here sometimes. But yeah, he sniped me. Quad crasher in, you know, the usual. Well, I died. I didn't kill a single real player, so you're not going to see any of it. Game 32, I had nothing to show but my death. We're 2 bot kills in, and I'm leaving. Was just skating near the ice ring and I found this one gun pool and I killed her. Later on in the game, I got to Viking Village, and there's just a plane eagling around me. If you're wondering why I sound louder now, it's because I adjusted my mic. So with that other guy I was fighting, another person came over. After a bunch of side jumps, I was eventually able to kill him and put him in the grave. Now we're on top of the mountain just trying to find a kill steal or something. Now we're down there because obviously Zone moved in, and I'm trying to find the other two. Eventually the other guy came to fight me, and I found the other guy and I killed him for a 1 versus 1. Storm was pretty much my enemy this entire game. The entire reason why I lost is because of Storm. Also, it didn't help that he had a rocket launcher and pretty much took shots at me every single time he broke my builds. With him having a rocket launcher and the Storm on my ass, I died for a heartbreaking 2nd place. Happy was a cold drop, so you know only 2 bots landed here. Yeah, was gonna fight this plane and then I got sniped by somebody else. Well, someone wasn't happy at least this game. Dude finally came out of the box and I tagged him for a little bit of damage. And I made a very big mistake in this game. Let's see if you can spot it. I dropped my shotgun, and when I went back to see if it was still there, it wasn't. He took it. He was able to run away with it. Big blunder on my side. That one hurt. Well, what's even worse is that when I came out of Storm, somebody was already on my tail, and it's not the same guy. Well, with 16 HP and a great attack, you're not going to do much, and especially with no mats. Just want to say I've never wore this skin in my entire life. This is the first time. His pickaxe is cool, though. I really like his pickaxe. If you care, I hit this little trick shot on this bot. It was a hit marker. Wish it was a headshot, though. We die later on, like usual. What's new? You know, maybe I should put Chinese symbols in my name. Maybe I'll instantly become better. I have no idea. I was able to hit this insane juke on this guy, somehow. Is it just me, or whenever do you walk in the loot lake now, do you feel like you're gonna get shot at? Well, I'm getting shot at, and I'm fighting near Leaky Lake. Fighting a John Wick, and I was able to crack him. Able to escape, and now I'm just camping on a little bit of high ground. Was trying to secure a sneaky kill, and I got sniped at by another person. They know I'm low, so everyone's gonna be on my ass now. And no miracle is gonna save me this game. Found this little man hiding in here, and he's very stubborn. He was actually almost able to kill me. I'm surprised, generally. Bunch of people in this field that I have a lot of memories in. Another person was shooting at him, so he ran backwards, and I almost died because I pulled out my sniper. Another man that has 0 ping. While he was escaping, he got shot by the other guy, and now it's a 1 versus 1. Shooting rockets at his base to try and expose him so I can get some clean shots at him. He got sick of my explosives and he decided to push me. He had to rotate, but I was so close to sniping him there. If I didn't push in, he would have killed me. And he did. He was able to grab my wall, and I edited my cone the wrong way. And died. I'm really starving for a win, and the loss streak almost just got longer. That would have been pretty embarrassing to die to a bot that early. I don't know what his plan was, maybe to try to do a surprise attack, but it didn't work out. I got to wandering around and I almost got Instagram reeled by this dream skin. And now after a while, I got the guy playing whack-a-mole. If you're wondering, there's another person trying to snipe both of us, so I'm trying to stay cool here. Storm started coming, and it was pretty fast. I ate some apples to try and outlive it a little bit. Well, another person came and I got killed by the same guy that was trying to snipe us earlier. I think if you exclude Battle Pass, this is the rarest skin in my locker. Fun fact, this is the first skin you can see me wear on my YouTube channel, where I uploaded my first Fortnite video. It's not really even a video, it's more of just a short, but it's not in the short format, if that makes sense. Yeah, back then I didn't know how to put videos in the short format you see on YouTube today. Probably could have been a little bigger if I just knew how to upload it in the short format. Not important anymore, it's a top 3 situation. Definitely could have won this game. I was really close to hitting a headshot there. I tried running away from him to try and reset, but he was just too quick and he was able to outmaneuver me. He wasn't that far from the bus this game. He was being a little stingy, wouldn't really come out of his box, and played very safe. When he did, I was able to clinger him and stuck him, and he just stood there, accepting his fate. Hey, this is not your fight. Stay away. Later on in the game, I went to go third party this build fight. I did not survive long. In fact, I didn't survive more than a minute. No shotgun, so I'm just gonna blow this place sky high. He was able to get the absolute angle on me here. He decided to run away, which didn't end for him well at all. Later on, I was able to SMG a guy to death, and he died. Went in to push for the loot like a greedy-ass bastard, and I got killed for it. And I got killed by Charlie Kirk. 43 was quiet. Well, the only thing interesting was my death, so, yeah. Only 2 bots and Happy this game. Forgot how much I missed this thing. This is one of my favorite mobility items of all time. Really fun and really fun to do with trick shots. I really wish they would bring back the hoverboard more often in normal VR. Whenever I play an OG, I just miss it more. Oh, don't you just love internet? When internet's never on your side, it just wants to fuck you over all the damn time. Going around, just searching supply drops, the usual. I finally got into a fight, in a real player fight, not a bot one this time. I mean, he was just mechanically way better than me. There was no way I was winning this. Got my amazing hoverboard back, game 46. Just killed a bot, now there's a guy hiding in here, and I'm gonna use the little upper thing here to get the drop on him. I think people just forget that you can look through all that stuff and, you know, shoot them. Also, I really should have won this fight. I don't know how I didn't. Also, haven't won a game in a while. Hopefully that changes soon. This is probably my most disliked game out of this entire 100 drops, and I'm not fucking kidding with you. I rotated to the little, like, air station place near Happy Hamlet, and this guy is possibly one of the most annoying players I've ever met. If you watch the Utopia City 100 drops, which I definitely recommend you do, remember that one guy that just stood in his box the entire time until Storm came and eventually killed me? I am convinced this is the same guy. I tried pressuring him, I tried all of that, and nothing worked because he had a 0 ping for some reason. I can't run in there, he'll just pump me instantly and I'll lose. I got so sick of him being in there that I went down there to try and, you know, find him, but he wasn't in there, and he actually backshotted me and killed me. Oh, he was hitting all of his emotes too, he thought he was the shit. I don't think I've ever been so pissed at a game that I carry it until the editing portion of the video. I'm still pissed about the game. That's not a joke. And it's been very repetitive that I haven't been able to get a win lately, and I really hope that changes soon. We haven't won in a very long time, and I would really like to get a win to keep this video entertaining. But you know what? I gotta be grateful. At least it isn't the tilted 100 drops. We're finally halfway done. It's been a good while. Made my way to the Polar of the Peak, and I was really debating on dropping here 100 times, but Luke the Notable already did that, so I wanted to do a different location. Also, I do like the layout of Happy Hamlet way more than the others, and that's really big much of a fact for me. I was able to do the old-fashioned heavy sniper wall reset. It was amazing. I abused it so much back then you have no idea. Anyway, it's within the final circle, there's 3 of us left. One guy's bombing the other guy, and I'm just trying to snipe him. Safe to say I was getting bombed pretty heavily. I'll be honest, once that rocket hit me, I thought it was game over. Surprisingly, we're still in it though. Maybe this is the final game that breaks the curse. He was doing the whole high ground shtick thing, and I was trying to get him down the entire time. But waterfalling down might have been his biggest mistake, because I was able to chop him down and pump him for the win. Was real happy about this one. Hopefully it sticks for a little while. Gold drop. So, pretty boring. Found the person near the big ass tree on the big ass hill. He was basically playing the hiding game, so I just wanted to leave him alone and just get through my rotate, but that didn't work. The dude came down and I pumped him, but I died really shortly after. The notes for game 52 just say boring. Huh. And I would say that's pretty accurate. I just killed bots the entire time. This guy was not good. He looked lost the entire time. Didn't know how to pull his trigger. Maybe it was a bot, maybe it was a real person, but his movements were very real. Pretty much we had an interesting fight that pretty much dragged on for a very long time, and I just took a big chunk of fall damage there. This loss is totally on me. I should have been more faithful about my landings. Well, I ran away and I was trying to kill a bot that, you know, I saw, and then the other guy that I was playing before killed me. Happy Hamlet was boring, game 54, but, you know, Tilted makes up for it. Yep, there was like 4 people fighting here or something. I have no idea, but thank God I had gliders. Person 1 is under me, as well as Person 2, and Person 1 just killed Person 2. Person 3 was also sniping from a distance, but Person 3 left pretty early. And Person 1 was just mechanically better. Dropped at my favorite house, game 55. You pretty much know my looting route of Happily pretty good. And this game's fun, because I was able to get into a dogfight. Unfortunately, I lost my piloting license a while ago, so I kind of forgot how to shoot and drive. Also, he cheated. He got on his wing and started shooting at me. That's foul play. We really need Air Royale to come back. That was such a good mode. The last time I remember playing it was like Chapter 2, Season 5? Am I correct on that? Also, hey, look, top 3. One guy at the farmhouse, one guy behind the silo there, so I'm gonna go destroy the silo. Went to the farmhouse to try and rotate, and I found the other guy, and he almost killed me there. One guy thought it'd be a genius idea to get into a turret in the open and start shooting everybody. You could probably guess how well that went for him later on, after I just tapped him like that. And now it's a 1 versus 1. I tried to get a little turn action, but this time actually trying to be covered, but, you know, it didn't really work out all that well, but I did destroy his builds. They're doing the same camp height thing again. It's pretty common in the final circles. I don't know if he thought I didn't have headphones on or I didn't have his right sound effects, because he mantled up to try and kill me, but failed. We're finally picking up the W's again. Can they continue? Can we go back to back though? That is the question. You can pretty much skip to this portion where it actually gets interesting because, you know, OG's kind of boring sometimes. From everything, things are looking up. I might win this game. I can't help but think that Loot Lake final circles are like one of the most fun final circles you could ever be in. Maybe it's just the terrain that makes it really fun. I have no idea. Well, it's top 5. There's one guy soaring in the air. Unfortunately, Bloom just doesn't work for me. I'm gonna tell you, like, half the time I try and shoot people out of the air, Bloom just fucks me over so badly. The guy I was fighting earlier died in Storm, and I went back to go grab his loot because I thought he had good shit, and he had good shit. I just didn't have time to, you know, loot it, and going in Storm there is what killed me, basically. Sometimes it's best not to go back to the loot in Storm, and I learned that the hard way here. But I killed that guy, but I don't live much longer. Only like 3 bots in Happy Hamlet game 57. Hoverboarding because it's cool. In the fields, near Fatal Fields, and I saw this one guy. I don't know what his plan was, but he exploded himself and he didn't get out of his box. Another guy came over to third party, but he ran away pretty much right away, and I almost killed him. 9 times out of 10, there's always going to be someone near the Salty Springs hill that's setting up camp there. He wasn't good, but he almost killed me. I'm either goated or terrible at sniping. In this game, I was just terrible at sniping. Should have killed that guy, but I didn't. And I should have killed that guy too. Should have learned my lesson not to try and snipe. Like I said, I'm either King Von or I'm absolute ass. There's no other in between with snipers. Ern is not gonna be that good from that range. I'm just gonna say it, man. By the way, you're gonna watch this whole thing. This guy did not get off his turn to, you know, shoot me or anything. He didn't. Like, you would think that he'd get off of the turn after I tapped him 2 times and I tapped him even more, but he didn't. Jumping down like this is not the answer to anything to win a fight with. This game, I did something that I probably will never do again in my Fortnite career ever. You can tell I was so fucking surprised I did that, because I know I'm never doing that again. In my notes, I called it the gamble snipe. Maybe I used the leave stare to actually guide it, but I don't know. I still kind of guess with that snipe. Well, let's hope I can win this game, and it's looking pretty much up, even though my health doesn't tell the full story. I've already made my rotate, kind of essentially, but he's got to rotate too, so I'm going to try and pressure him as he's rotating. Circle closing, and he forgot I had a heavy sniper, so I was able to pump him for heavy damage, and then I came down with my Scar to secure the win. I'm gonna say it's probably the highlight game of all of the 100 drops here. Game 59, I stayed in Happy Hamlet pretty much till the storm came, and this guy thought the same idea. He ran away, so I did the same. All of you Season 7 players will remember this stuff, where the plane just crashes into your build and he hopes for the best. Basically a Japanese suicide bomber. I had 2 people around me and they were all focusing me. It was pretty much over because I ran out of mats and, well, died the storm and another person when I went to try and rotate. Game 60 we got me dassed on. If he would have headshotted me, I definitely would have died. Make hits are better, but bandies will always be appreciated. So if you look at the hoverboard, I actually never knew it also turned gold when you got on it. I thought it was just the weapons and stuff you hold, not the vehicles you go into. Probably not the best idea to create all these 50-50 chances, because he hit pretty much all of them, but I'll take the kill. At Grandma's house, and I found this one person that didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and he had the Chinese symbol in his name, so I'm assuming I should have never killed him. Does that Chinese symbol, like, automatically make you better at the game or something? I have no idea. Anyway, was sniping in the wrong place. Game 61, I stayed in Happy till the cows came home. I don't really got too much to show for this game. Really just this one fight I had with this guy. And this other man that came in third party, but I didn't replace my cone, which is what I wanted to do. These fights are pretty boring. It's pretty much just box fighting for the most part. I was able to hit the last frame my shotgun was on him, my shotgun crosshair and everything like that. Now it's a 1 versus 1, I'm pretty much just hiding behind a tree trying to get the drop on him, and I did. I got him really low. Then I just fly it over with my dual pistols, and I pretty much just hit him for the win. I'll take it, even though the game was kind of boring. Game 62, I just nonchalantly pumped this guy in the face and walked past him. Now we're playing hidey hole in the house again, per usual. At one point, he realized that he couldn't just hide in there forever. That guy had a victory crown. You think he'd be a little more aggressive, don't you think? At least this guy was entertaining and fought for a little while before he ran away. But you ain't running from me, little boy. I'ma still get you even if you run. Went to Polar Peak and pretty much just camped on top of there, and there's 2 people fighting in there. Or at least there was. Storm came in, I got tagged for a hefty amount of damage from Storm, and from the other guy that was shooting at me earlier, somewhat. Now I'm pretty much fighting for my life in the final circle with Storm on my ass. This is not good at all. The circle was closing in on the ice, and it was not good for me at all. Because Storm was behind me, I had to run to safety, and I thought by using the ice I could get to safety faster, which was technically true. However, I couldn't get on the place in order to, you know, get on. And eventually, I just died because, well, I kept slipping off the edge, and I felt really terrible after this loss. I really wish the ice would just disable the second you get off the lake or whatever, you know? More bots in Happy Hamlet, you know? Cool. For the love of God, can we please just take bots out of OG? It's so fucking boring when there's bots in your lobby. You know, make it truly OG. You know what I mean? Well, went down to pressure this guy's wall, and my internet cut out. You can see I just kind of realized I was screwed. Game of 65 is a gem, to be sure of. On a hoverboard, just cruising around, doing the usual, and there's a plane around me somewhere. With planes in the game, this is probably the worst place to set up a base, and I'm not gonna lie about that. And this is why the game is a gem, because I witnessed some Looney Tunes shit with this plane and that guy up there. It was very quick Looney Tunes because eventually he just ran over the guy with his plane. I was laughing my ass off the entire time I was watching that unfold. That was some Looney Tunes shit. Now we're pretty much in the finals of Circle where there's 4 people around me and I almost just died to that clinger. Now we're campfiring around the campfire song and singing. Well, it's a 1 versus 1 and you can see how close I was to ending it right there. A constant pressuring Storm was the worst nightmare for this guy because my Bloom got lucky and I was able to kill him for the win. Probably the funniest and most serious game I've had in a while. Leaving Happy on 2 bot kills in game 66. Where 1 came away from the forbidden number. Thank God this game is so fucking short because I was not about to commentate game 6-7 and make 6-7 jokes the entire time. I find it pretty funny that Fortnite pretty much just made the equivalent of your normal white girl in high school with Haley Sky. I don't know why, she was my favorite Battle Pass skin out of the ones we've had. Not including Hope, of course. She's the best one. My Storm Beast senses went off knowing that there was a moving bush and I killed him immediately. I'm gonna be honest, I generally don't know why I still have bottle rockets in my inventory right now. I think I just forgot to pick up another item or another healing med or whatever because I don't know why I still have these. Well, I pretty much just got a massive upgrade to my loot, so let's see if I win this. It's looking up, even though I did just fail my first peanut butter edit there. I used the bottle rockets as a distraction, but it went up, and then, well, I just got a really lucky prediction there. This clip went on Twitter, and I'm not lying. If you don't know, recently, specifically started with this one, I've been posting my clips on Twitter. It's pretty much just any portion of a 100 drops game that I feel like is really impressive and could do decent on Twitter, and generally like a lot. So if you want little sneak peeks at 100 drops, I recommend following my Twitter, and ignore what just happened here. The notes for game 70 just say, bad. Well, what do I mean by that? Oh, I see. I just panicked and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Game 71, I almost died to a bot again. I don't know what epic is feeding these bots. It's like the fucking bullets had heat-seeking and curved into me and not, you know, went straight and shit. Well, we got chopped down by a loser and he fell, so now I'm just gonna try and kill this guy just hiding behind a tree essentially. And I'm just gonna boop, and I'm gonna run in there. Look at this shit. Watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you see the edits, right? Why? Yeah. Why aren't your clothes off yet? Okay, maybe I should keep this channel a little more child-friendly, don't you think? I love dark humor jokes, but in the future, I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm gonna try and stay in a habit to not use them. Oh yeah, Travis Scott died in Storm, unfortunately. Well, top 3, and I thought I was gonna win this game, but I was wrong. Game 72, we exchanged bullets and killed each other. Like that. Look at that. Sabrina Carpenter, game 73. And Sabrina Carpenter was generally cooking up these new gens who have never played a single game of OG in their lives. What do y'all know about watching Fortnite competitive back in the day? It was generally peak. I mean, it still is generally fun watching Fortnite com. Not as fun as it used to be, but definitely still fun nevertheless. This person was a fool for thinking he could roll up on the short and sweet princess. Well, there's a person at the building, and I've been on top of my sniper game lately, so let's see. Don't want to talk about it. And I'm just gonna let my death play out because there's nothing really interesting about this game. Hey, after this game, we'll be 3/4 of the way done with this video, technically. And I'm 3/4 of the way done of editing the video, which has got to be put out in at least 48 hours. You guys are very fucking lucky I have a huge work ethic for YouTube right now. Sure, I could just procrastinate this video for longer, but I'm not going to do that because I want this video out. Originally, this video was supposed to be out before the OG season ended, but obviously things changed, and I set that standard from the start, you know? I'm gonna be honest, this felt like World Cup Season 9 right here. Like, tell me you wouldn't see Mongrel do that in, like, Chapter 1 competitive Fortnite. Like, tell me, man. Because I swear, I felt like I copied his book play-by-play, bar for bar. Oh, and I won. Just gonna let you know, this is the final win for a while. But that doesn't mean the other games are bad, you're just not gonna see a win for a little bit. Please stick around, I need the viewer retention for my channel. When I use a reskin like this skin, it reminds me that I should have bought the Season 4 Battle Pass. Should have begged my mom, just like what I did with the Season 5 Battle Pass. Would have been much a happier person. Want to speedrun game 78? If I could just edit like that, these videos would come out way faster. But I can't. These videos need to be entertaining. With my amazing commentary, at least, I hope. Maybe you don't like my commentary. And if you don't, that's totally fine. Go in my comment section and tell me how I can improve my commentary. I love taking advice from others. Just be productive about it. Don't go in my comment section and tell me I suck, because you're not telling me how I can improve. This guy took 5 minutes to kill. I was so fucking happy when I killed him. I even teabagged him to let him know. Whatever happened to teabagging? I kinda miss it. It was a little fun and salty way to kill your enemies. Now it's just the gritty or the laugh it up emote. What happened to culture? Internet wasn't the reason why I died here, but I'm still gonna make fun of it nevertheless. Fuck you, Xfinity. Game 82, we got a New Hope skin! Yes, you can tell instead of playing the new season, I went and played OG to get the video done. 92 on a headshot, you'll never see that on an assault rifle again. I didn't last much longer than that. I pretty much just died right away. Game 83 wasn't much better, actually just a minute short in the recording. Pretty much ran into this guy near the trailer park. Usual. Fought for a while. My pump shotgun didn't shoot at the portion right here, but, you know, I was still able to kill him. With the third party, I died very shortly after, and this guy was just way too fucking good at the game. Game 84, I heard Iron Man, and I went after his ass, and I was able to kill him. He didn't have anything on me. Way later on, I ran into Tilted Towers, where there was a decent amount of people here. My kill here basically got stolen from the other guy, who was able to capitalize off me not killing him. I went down there to punish him for his mistakes. Then I ran into this fifth stick, who was pretty decent at the game, to say the least. He was able to get a real cheeky shot on me here, and I didn't have the reaction time. I mean, maybe not the best idea to go and pressure his while you're really low, but I did. I don't even want to show you this game. This was just entirely of an embarrassment for me. Well, after that game, I got off for the day, and now it's a new day, and I did play a lot better this day. Not good enough to win, but good enough to at least put on a performance, you know? Maybe you can see it in some of the games, but my mind wasn't in the best spot with Fortnite, and it's not the quality of the game that led to that. I think it was just because my mind was on other games, not necessarily Fortnite. Playing Fortnite felt more like a chore at this time, rather than a hobby. You know, I don't just play Fortnite, I like to play other games, and at that time I was just really motivated to really play a couple other games that were just not Fortnite. You know, I wasn't necessarily burnt out of Fortnite. Like I said, just other games I wanted to play that weren't Fortnite. I would like to play other games on the channel, and not just have it be Fortnite. But with how often Fortnite updates, and especially how many modes are going to be going and coming into these next coming months, yeah, I'm probably not going to upload another game for a little bit. I don't think I've ever made it clear to you guys. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into only Fortnite, because I want to do other games. It's good for me. And after this crazy uploading spree of Fortnite, I definitely will do some other games. At least I'll try. Depends on how fast Fortnite updates. And you're not going to want to miss those. So hit the like button and subscribe, and keep notified for them. Can somebody count for me how many times I've died from a sniper in this 100 drops? I'd love to know. I sniped this Gwen's Stacy, but I didn't get the kill because the other person was going to kill her, essentially. Yeah, it's going to look less flashy at the end, but who cares. This cancer patient came at me, and I decided to end them quickly and swiftly. Top 7 in this final circle. These are my favorite final circles of all time. I don't know, I just like the tournament experiences, if you know what I mean. Can I just say this is the best Iron Man skin in the entire game, and that's not on cap at all. For some reason, everyone was that tilted. I have no idea why. Don't ask me. There was like way too many people here, and this guy took my wall and for some reason didn't edit my wall. And then I saw a guy behind me, I didn't have any mats, and I killed him. I was like really fucking lucky to get those mats. But I don't even get to use the mats because I just got pumped while being boogie bombed. Now I'm using the skin that originally was going to go on the thumbnail. If you remember, I changed it to Mary Marauder because Mary Marauder is cooler. Well, we're almost at the end. Almost. You guys stick for 10 more games though. Game 92, the notes just say boring. Again. Yeah, I mean, I really should have killed him, but it just didn't end up that way. We came close to winning in game 93. We're in like the 4th final circle? 5th? I have no idea which one this is. That other fight led to nowhere, and I was able to snipe this person and make it a top 4. And I was sniping like crazy, so I was able to snap this one guy and make it a top 3. With how much I was sniping people, I was genuinely wondering if my last kill here was going to be a snipe. Circle moving, I'm trying to get to low ground so he can't shoot me down and make me take fall damage. Well, and we were coming down to the final circle, and I was able to pump him for the win. I guess he wasn't so invincible. Well, we're back in Happy, and I'm gonna kill this person on the top of the roof because I don't like the way he looked at me. Remember when soccer skins were like the real scary skins back in the day? Yeah, me neither. Hoverboarding around, you know, I love it. And now I'm in the place I originally was going to 100 drop before I got news that I was moving. And Frozen was not able to escape my SMG. At this point, I'm just pressuring him and trying to get him to waste his mats so I can kill him easier. With a little bit of SMG, and I was able to kill him, and I didn't need to waste all of his mats that time. Little man running out in the field, and I just shot at him because I wanted to kill, and I'm thirsty for the kill. Probably should have let that guy kill him, though. Well, it's final circle, and this guy offered to do a 1v1, so, like any normal gentleman, I accepted, and I started to run over there. Because Storm was coming, I suggested we move toward, you know, the final circle to duke it out. But tragedy struck, as he shot me, and, well, the offer to 1v1 was now off the table. I wasn't able to win, but it would have been amazing if I did. That would have shut him up, essentially. Well, heartbreaking loss, but, you know, we move. Haha, minigun go boom. Well, thanks for looking up for me this game again. I was able to kill this guy who had absolutely no clue what he was doing whatsoever, and he placed a trap on his roof like I'm not going to take it. The other guy killed the other guy, so now it's a 1 versus 1. Missed a lot of snipes. Wish I didn't do it, though. And, well, I imagine if I didn't miss at least all of my snipes, and if I hit at least one, I would have won this game. If you're wondering why I didn't talk that entire time, it's because it's a joke. Because Healy can't talk, if that makes sense. Before you ask, no, it was not to make the editing process easier, it's just for the joke, that's it. Maybe you don't like that joke. Maybe you enjoy my very pleasing commentary. If that's the case, thank you, but I'm still gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna be honest, I think this guy loaded in the wrong mode because he didn't even know how to react whatsoever. Well, we're still in Tilted and we're still killing people, so that's for sure. If you're gonna heal, at least place a wall around you. Don't just heal out in the open like that. Top 3. Can we win? It'd be amazing if I can. One last win to close out the 100 drops would be amazing in my eyes. To be honest, I've always wanted to win on a game 100 and a game 1 and 100 drops. That'd be amazing. I would love for someone to fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure I've never won on game 100 in any 100 drops whatsoever. 1 millisecond later and I would have been dead, so thank God this guy had shit reaction time, so I could win the game. Love closing out 100 drops like this, it's amazing. Well, Happy was quiet this game. Nobody really came around, only 2 bots. Ran to the little bridge and I found another person. Could have been a little more stylish here and boxed him up, but I wasn't gonna do that. For all I know, he could have had a godlike reaction time, just not at that moment. If you want to find this a little funny, I forgot to end the recording. Happy was cold. Nobody over here. I mean, literally, even sometimes when Happy is a hot drop, no one really goes there. Tilted superiority, am I right? I mean, I dropped there 100 times, and I went on a 36-game losing streak. Can you believe that? Never on the side, sniping, trying to kill somebody. That guy did not die, by the way, and I'm genuinely surprised about that. But he died later, when I killed him. If you saw, I did get sniped, and everyone was on me because they know I was a free kill. So I died. And this is it. Game 100. I would like to thank everyone who made it to this portion of the video. You mean a lot to me. And hopefully I can keep on doing this. We're in a time now where I really feel more motivated to do YouTube than really since like 5 months ago. Especially with Ballistic and Endgame mode and the new season and the new OG season. There's going to be a lot of content coming out for these next 3 months. Maybe even 4, depending on how long it takes. So, please stick around and subscribe and you'll see those videos. I also hope on improving the content with these upcoming videos and becoming less of a copycat of another certain person. I have a lot of ideas, and I'd like to put them to life, and I like to see how they do. And you're going to be there to judge it, which I hope you will be. One of the things I'm majorly going to improve on is my commentary. I need to switch it up a little bit. So please, be there and criticize me and critique me. I'd love it. And, well, you killed me, which marks the end of the 100 drops. So, in actuality, did I improve? Did I suck? Who knows? Let's take a look at the stats. In the first half of this 100 drops, I had a total eliminations of 210 with my average being 4. My placement was 844 with my average of 17th place. In the second half of this 100 drops, I had a total eliminations of 195 with my average still being at a 4. And my placement was 679 with my average being 15th place. In total, this entire 100 drops, I had a total eliminations of 405 with my average still at a 4. And my placement was 1,523 with my average being 15th place. And with the stats wrapped up, I would like to thank you for watching the video. Truly, it means a lot if you watched all the way through. It encourages me to do more, and I hope I can do more. I really wish to do so. Of course, subscribe if you want more, and like the video. Comment what I can improve on, and also, be nice, and share the video. Maybe your friend will like this one. I have no idea. But with that, I'd like to send you off with a have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.